Bilana, I am sorry. I couldn't find you justice. I failed to figure it out. Who killed you? Who did this? I am so sorry. I failed.
Hello, this is Heinemann. Ava Hoffman told me you're investigating about the Hayes family. I have all the information you need. I received death threats since then. What? I'll send you the address. This is the Hines private home. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. Don't tell anyone.
Whoa, what just happened? I'll meet Heinrich Heinemann tomorrow at General's Ivan home? It looks like our lives are in danger with this case. He'll help me solve it. So, till tomorrow. Finally, I'll meet Heinrich Heinemann. I must show him my leads by tomorrow, but I don't have any evidence. An investigation didn't help much. Oh wait, the recording. I wrote all her words down and I never looked it again. Bilana was too smart to make mistakes. This is what Miss Ava said. The recording has codes and I must figure it out. Let's see. Bilana said to solve the case you must figure out the chess pieces. First, the knight, which is the horse, that must be Bilana. She said, I am nothing but a knight on this chessboard. The king must be Kaiser Maximilian. The queen, the iconic piece in the board, must be General Ivan. The rook, which is the castle, strong piece, must be Prince Alexander. The bishop, which protects the pawns, the soldier, that must be the unlucky Prince Karl. They all disappeared, so we are looking at 5 murders. Weird thing, Bilana never mentioned death to Prince Karl. The masked knight must wanted to bring the kingdom down, so they hunted General Ivan because he terminated every attack they did against the Kaiser. And Bilana did say that. When I met Bilana the first time, she said they planned her murder since 14 years. The kingdom fell in 1918. It means they started this plan in 1904. Miss Ava said whoever did it must be someone who knew General Ivan. Bilana said they practiced hate towards the kingdom and persistence was their goal. It means all the attack against the Kaiser was from the masked knights. But who is he? The leader. Wait, didn't she talk about that weak soldier who was trained under her father? What she said, starting is easy, but persistent is an art. He was afraid, but practice makes a master, and he became the best sniper. So it means he became strong. Wait, didn't she also talk about fear when she was talking about her disappearance? Yes, she said, fear makes the wolf bigger than he is. Yes, she was talking about the leader of the masked knights. It means he killed her with some other people. They stabbed her viciously because in the end she said, but yourself is the man. It's a German proverb which means do things by yourself. So he killed her by himself. Bilana's disappearance, as she said, was Operation 1 Full Moon, which means their plan started to complete by her disappearance. She must had some evidence. I'm not sure. But then she said after her father was released that it was too late and the morning hour has gold in its mouth. It means at the morning she was killed, because she said the worst happen and the worst thing will happen to all of us is death. But who kidnapped her? Let me think. Yes, didn't she say my disappearance? She said action says more than words. I know her trick now. She's just repeating certain words in the recording to link the fact. So actions. Oh no. She mentioned something about actions when she talked about Prince Carl. She said he was unlucky because he was born minutes after the Kaiser, which makes him not the Kaiser. And she said he was a man of actions and a forest of knowledge, which means that he kidnapped her when her father was in jail. So Prince Carl collaborated with the mass night leader for years because he wanted to become the Kaiser and waited for the right time to kill his own brother. And that's why she said he's a forest of knowledge. He knows everything because he knew everything. He is the planner to all of this. So the cheater was someone within the kingdom. When she talked about stealing the Ruby Queen, she said we were very unlucky. There is no one luckier than he who thinks himself so. It means Prince Carl stole the Ruby Queen from General Ivan. Wow, and nobody would think that he did it. B'Elanna was blind, yes, but she saw the future. So she told her father, and her father decided to tell the Kaiser to protect him from his own brother. But he didn't believe him, so he threw him in jail. And that's why, as she said, the Kaiser mistake cost us our life. If he hadn't done that, then they wouldn't get to that part. General Ivan was jailed. They kidnapped her from her house, which is Prince Carl. Wow, this is too much. Did B'Elanna really had proof? Oh wait, yes, in the beginning, I'll give you keys to reveal the case. You must search it yourself. Injustice will serve. I have the key. Wait, there was a bag when she delivered the recording. Wait, I must look. What? An envelope? It's a key. Oh my god, it's a key. She has evidence? Yes, she said, patient is a better plant, it has a sweet fruit. And then she said, what a greater crime than a loss of time. Does it mean she hid something inside a clock? And then she said, you cannot see the brain on the forehead, which means something maybe is hidden inside a clock maybe. And then she talked about a forest. You don't see the forest from the tree. But she linked the forest to Prince Carl. She said he was a forest of knowledge. Does it mean the bodies are hidden there? She said in the end, everything exists. Yes, she did say, some prefer the truth to be buried in the forest. The decision is solely yours to dig it out. It means there is something under the ground. And then she said, only you have the key to do this. Heinemann is the only one who can help me with this and guide me. Together we will figure this out. Whatever it is, evidence or bodies, I'm sure she has something that would serve this case. Yet, something I still don't understand. Why she wrote the wrong dates and these numbers. They must have meaning. I must find this tomorrow with Heinemann. He will help me. He must know the way.